Hey, Justin, you made your major league debut on Sunday. Can you describe what that experience was like for you?
It was pretty surreal. Still trying to process it all a little bit. Be lying if I said I wasn't a little bit nervous, but after I kind of got that first batter out, things started to settle for me and I calmed down a little bit. But it was pretty awesome. Something I've dreamt of my whole life, obviously. But it was pretty much everything I've ever wished it would be.
And you pitched an inning and two-thirds. What was working well for you that day?
Just my cutter, my slider, pretty much the same thing I've been doing all year. When I got here, all the coaches were pretty much just telling me to keep doing that. It's what's made me successful since I got here. So just the cutter and the slider.
And has there been any of the guys in the bullpen, any of the starting pitchers, really just anyone from the pitching side that you've been able to kind of get to know a little bit better and kind of pick their brain?
Um, a couple days. When I first got here, I've been talking to Blake training a little bit. He's been really nice, making me feel at home. I haven't really talked much baseball to anybody. Just kind of personal stuff, trying to get to know guys.
Thank you, Justin.
Thank you.
Next question's from Rowan Kavner. Go ahead, Rowan.
Hey Justin, can you just kind of describe what the last few years have been like for you to kind of come from where you sit to now being in the major leagues?
Pretty up and down, I'd say. I guess since I got here, never really a high prospect or anything. Kind of had to make my own path to get here. Didn't pitch above high A until this year, so I started in Double A this year. And even then, in 19, I was in high A for 10 days, I think. So it's been pretty hard, but I mean, I'm finally starting to put things together the last couple of years and getting to where I need to be.
Did you have any idea that there could potentially be a role for you this quickly? I mean, you mentioned you were in high A a couple of years ago. You're in Double A this year. Did you ever think this could be possible this quickly?
Definitely a little bit shocking. I wouldn't say I didn't expect it. Like this is my goal to start the year. I wanted to make it to the big leagues this year. But a little bit surprising, but at the same time, I felt like I was ready for it.
I know you've had obviously a good year in the minor leagues. What did they do you think? I don't know how much you've gotten to really, chat through with the coaches what they're looking from you, but what do you think it is about your game that, can translate quickly at this level?
I just feel like I throw a lot of strikes. And I know that helps obviously a lot. Walks hurt everybody. So just my ability to get ahead, try to force weak contact, throw strikes for the most part.
Thanks, Justin.
Thank you.
Next question's from Fabian Ardaya. Go ahead.
Hey Justin, what sort of like led you down the path of getting on the Dodgers radar, obviously going undrafted, and what was that sort of stretch like for you?
It was pretty cool. I was at Santa Rosa Junior College. I had a decent year. I was committed to UC Berkeley. So I was going to transfer there in 2018, I believe. Kind of just I had a good year in I guess it was 17 at JUCO. Probably should have got drafted, but the way things worked out, I kind of wanted to go to school at UC Berkeley. And then unfortunately, my pitching coach and head coach there took the head coaching and pitching coach job at Stanford. So that kind of threw me for a loop and kind of changed my mind and didn't really want to go to school anymore. So the Dodgers reached out and offered me a free agent contract and I signed.
And then what do you think it is about your arsenal that like lets you like miss so many bats the way that you do?
I think my cutter, my slider just play off each other really well. They look like the same pitch a lot of the time out of the hand. So I think that kind of helps hitters guess a lot. And then mixing in my sinker that I throw every once in a while just to run something back over the plate a little bit kind of surprises guys.
All right. Thank you, Justin.